Hi everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel Zero Analyst. This is the video 3 of our SQL mock interview series. In this video, I'm going to take a mock interview with one of my students. I'll be asking easy to the advanced level questions to this candidate. So let's wait for him to join the call, then we will start the video. If you have any upcoming interview, make sure to solve all this problem that I'm going to ask this candidate, and this is going to be really helpful. So let's wait and then we will start the video. So we're going to shortly start. You can start with your quick introductions like your name, where are you from, and if you have any work experience or any skills that you have, or like a little bit about you, maybe a short brief introductions. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. My name is Hemant Kumar. I come from Nandyal, Andhra Pradesh, and I have done my graduation in mechanical from UGM University. And recently I joined Cognizant on 10th September, and I'm working in Cognizant from past 3 months. And coming to my technical skills, I'm proficient in SQL and PL/SQL language, and I have completed one minor project and one major project regarding SQLs. And I attended your workshops earlier, but it's SQL workshop.
Mm-hmm.
And my
That's going to
hobbies
be
are love
testing,
playing
right?
handball. Yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Okay, great. Amazing. So as you're saying, you have been working with Cognizant. So what is the designations? Do you working in the field?
Currently, I'm working as an engineer trainee. Like it is used to interact with the US clients and everything.
Okay, got it. Okay, so perfect. So this is going to be a mock SQL interview. So where I'll be basically,
Yeah.
checking your SQL knowledge. Okay, and I may give you
Sure.
some problem statement as well, which you can write
Okay.
query to solve it. Okay, so I hope you have joined from the laptop, and
Yeah.
when I'll be giving you
I
the
joined in lab.
questions, yeah, you can share your screen later on when I will ask you to, so that you can kind of
Okay.
write query using any notepad like pgadmin or MySQL or anything. Okay, wherever you
Okay.
feel comfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's first start with the basic checks. Okay, like on you. So
Okay.
if I ask you, like, how would you rate yourself in SQL on the point of 1 to 10, and why?
On a scale of 10, I would rate myself 7.5 to 8
Okay, and
because I'm working on
why?
like I'm learning SQL from past 1 year, like from past December, and I attended a lot of workshops and I was doing practice from YouTube videos and Udemy courses. And I attended your workshop also. It helped me a lot to improve my skills and problem solving skills. Yeah.
Okay, great, amazing. So what is the scope? Like, as you have given a rating 7.5 to 8, so you have not given 10.
Yeah.
So what is the scope? Like, what do you think you should learn more? Like, which are the concept where you are maybe struggling or getting confused, or you should be you're learning at the moment?
Yeah, on SQL, like I am in SQL, I'm okay, but I'm learning more about PL SQL, like triggers, procedures, and functions. I'm learning on it. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
working on
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's start with a basic question. First, I'll be asking you some easy question, which is maybe the theoretical, just to check how much knowledge
Yeah.
you have right now. Okay. So
Yeah.
what is the difference between null, okay, capital null,
Okay.
and maybe null with a kind of double quotes? Okay.
Double quotes.
Yes. So if you
So
want, I
base.
can share a kind of my screen to explain this. Okay. So
Yeah. Sure, you
let
can.
me let me share my screen and I will be explaining this. Okay. So this is a null. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the difference between this two null? Can you see the screen?
Yeah. I can. Is it visible?
So what do you think the difference would be between these two null?
The first null is a keyword, like it is mean by blank or zero. It is equal to zero space. Like when we don't know value, like we'll insert the null value. And for null
Okay.
comparison, we use is null or is not null for comparing the values.
Okay, cool.
And the second one is like it comes under string value, like a character data type, like varchar data type.
Yeah, perfect. I guess that's the best explanations, I would say. This is correct. This is the null, which is undefined. We do not know like what
And
value it holds, but it's a
yeah,
zero
it
space
is equal
that
to
you
blank or
also
space. Like,
mentioned.
yeah.
Correct. And this is the text. Basically, we have four text NULL, right? So this is a characters. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and maybe ask you some more questions. Okay. So next question,
Sure.
I would I would ask you is that what is the full form of SQL?
SQL stands for Structured Query Language.
Yeah, that's perfect. So it's like seems like
Yeah,
you are well prepared. That's great. So we will go to this little medium to advanced level concept as well. Okay. Again,
yeah,
I'll be
sure.
focusing on this the so that you feel more confidence and then you can kind of solve some problems. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Next.
So operator in SQL, right? We use operator
Yeah,
very
yes.
oftenly. So what is the difference between n or operator? Okay, so n operators and or operators. With example,
Basically,
if you can explain how you will explain with an example. Let's say you have a data set of any xyz, whatever you feel, you can just explain with an example.
okay. So these two are logical operators, such as and or.
Yeah, and or yes.
Yeah. And if we take an example, for example, I'll take an employee data. And if I want to retrieve the data that who are working in department number 10 and department number 10, department 10 and 20, like do the employees who are working in both departments, I'll use and operator. And I'll get the result who are working both 10 and 20. And if I want to employees who are working either in 20, 10 or 20, but not in both, like I will use or operator.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So n we are going to use when we want to ensure multiple conditions satisfy. So when you write a SQL query, you will be getting some results. Okay. If all the conditions satisfy, whatever the condition you would define, like you give your first condition, then you would write n, then you give your second
Like if
condition, you
both
write
the
n.
conditions are true and true, like and will be executed.
Yes, n is means
Yeah,
true and true, and
true
or
and true.
means one
Or
is
means
true, that is
one
fine.
not true. Yeah, true or false. Like
Perfect.
anything is.
Okay, great. One more questions. So what is the difference between cross join and left join? Very difference.
Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cross join is a Cartesian product. Like it will use to combine from the like if I take an two tables, and the one record in one table will be combined with all the rows in other table. Like if there is if the first table has 3 rows and the second table has 3 rows, and the result will be 9 rows.
Okay. Cool.
And in the left join, and it will return all the tables from the left table and only the matching record from the right table. And if there is no match, it will return null values.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect explanations. So this is true. Okay. Now one more theoretical knowledge check, I would say. So rank, right? Window functions we use, correct? So
Yeah.
what is the difference between row number, rank, and dense rank?
Row number is it is assigns a unique sequential integer for every row, and if it is there is match or unmatch, it doesn't do anything. Like there is nothing to do with row number. It assigns a unique sequential integer from 1 to 1. And when it comes to rank and dense rank, if there is any like if there is a unique number like 1 2 2, like it skips the rank. And when it's the dense rank, it doesn't skip the rank if there is any tie or partition.
And for dense rank?
For dense rank, it doesn't skips any values. Like if there is 1 2 2, like the next value will be 3. Like it will not skip the rank values.
Okay, that is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more problem out of the box. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you explain normalizations in SQL? And as you know, there are 3 types of normalizations: 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF. We also have BCNF. Okay. So can you explain? Yes. Can you explain not all, but just maybe kind of 3NF? And do you think in 3NF, do you need a primary key? This is just what I wanted to know. In 3NF, third NF, do we need primary key? Is it a mandatory to have a primary key in 3NF, or it is not compulsory to have a primary key?
I don't think it's not required to have primary key in 3NF.
No. Can you come again?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you come again?
I think it's not required to have primary key in 3NF.
Yes, true. Yeah. So in BCNF, we will need the primary key, but in 3NF, third NF, we don't need the primary key, but there should be the a composite key which has basically
Composite key.
which identify each row
Combination of
kind of. Yes,
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So that's absolutely correct. I think you have answered all the questions correctly. Amazing. So let's now go ahead and maybe give you some data sets and where you will be kind of writing query to solve some specific interview questions. Okay. So we'll be focusing on maybe few Amazon Ask interview questions. Okay. So you can share your screen and I'm going to share you small data sets, the query basically,
Okay.
which include the customers and orders data. So you just need to run this. It's going to create a table and insert the data. So you can use any IDE. It could be pgadmin 4, it could be MySQL, it could be SQL servers. Okay. Check in the chat box. I have shared in the chat box.
Okay, 1 minute, sir. Is my screen visible, Nazir?
Yeah, I can see it now. So you can create a demo database. Okay. So where you will be creating tables. You can execute it. It's going to create the table and insert everything in one go.
Yeah.
Climate too cool one.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
So
yeah.
now if you see, this is the kind of Amazon datasets. Consider this as Amazon datasets. We have the customer table, which contain the customers
Yeah.
informations. We do have a customer ID is the primary key, okay, in the customer table.
Yeah.
And we have their name, email ID, phone numbers. Okay. We have an order table. So there is a possibility that few customer has done multiple purchase. Okay. It is also possible that few customer has not done any purchase. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what I want to find out as a business, maybe the project managers, I would want to find out the customer who has not bought anything in the last 6 months. Okay. So I want to see those customer details, everything like the customer name, phone number. I mean, you can just say select stars. Okay.
Okay.
And I need this in two approach. Okay. So you can solve it. So you can write down the question if you want to write down the questions so that you remember. Okay. Customer who didn't purchase anything in the last 6 months, considering the today date, right? So from the today to the last 6 months.
Okay.
If you need any help with anywhere, so do let me know. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Like I don't exactly remember this date functions. Can you help me with that? Like,
Okay, so again, so that syntax is fine. So let's imagine
okay.
that what you need to find out is the customer who has not bought anything in the last
Not
6 months.
for
Okay,
6 months.
so
Yeah.
you can use the system date, which is going to get the system date. First,
Yeah.
try to structure in a way like first you need the data who done some purchase in the 6 month. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
then we can kind of do a filtrations, use that same
Okay.
customer's ID.
Where order date, like order date is equal to
Mhm.
is
So first forget about the date. Okay, let's remove the date. Let's say
okay.
I want to see the customer who has not done any purchase. Which approach you're going to use? We want to
Who's
see all
not
the
done?
customer who has never done any purchase.
I can use like a left join, like
Yes.
left.
Okay. So we have two customers. Okay.
Yeah.
Now think that we want to add one more conditions. Okay. The condition is that we want to see the customers who has done some purchase, but not in the last 6 months. Okay. So that means
Okay.
if you just remove this null, can you just remove this null? These conditions, yeah, where the order date is null, just remove this. Yeah, just run this. So here, if you see, we have all the customers and their kind of the informations. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
of all, we may have a few customers who has done some purchase, right?
Yes. Yes.
But we only want to see the customer who has not done any
Home purchase.
purchase. So how you're going to
Yeah.
approach it?
Was not going any purchase in the last 6 months or for whole transaction.
The last 6 months. Now we're back on the same the original where we want to see if the customer has not bought something in the last 6 months. So we would want to see those customer informations.
Like we can use like where order date, like
Yes, we can say that where the order date is not.
between like
Yes,
okay.
you cannot say between here. You can say the order date is kind of older than 6 month old.
Yeah. Yeah.
From current date in the past six. So from the current date, if you go to the past 6 month, and then if any order that we see that is before that specific date, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that's where the customers what we need. So there will be
Yes.
two things. Okay.
Okay.
One is the order date is kind of null. Either it could be the order date
Yeah.
is null. The second could be we can use the or logic here. So either the order date is null, so that customer has never bought anything. That's going to
Yeah.
filter that. Okay. We
Yeah.
can use the or logic to select even the customer has done some purchase, but that is like 6 month old. What is the today date?
Yes.
Today is the 2nd December, right?
Today's 2nd December, right?
So we can get a 6 month old date, which is going to be maybe the
Yeah.
2nd June, something like it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if
Yes.
the order date is older than the 2nd of June, we would also
Yeah.
include those list of customers as well.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here basically you need to build that logic. How you're going to get the, first of all, you can get the today date from the system, and from the today date, you can kind of minus the 6 month,
Minus 6 months,
right?
like
6 month you can use it, or let's say if you know the today date, okay, you can directly use the date as well here.
I can use this date, like this date time.
Sys date. From the system date, you need to minus the 6 month.
Yeah. Or I can use like date difference, like function.
Yeah, date difference you can use. Let's make it easy. Let's make it easy. If you have some same scenario in the interview, if you are kind of not sure the syntax for the finding the old date, okay. So what you
Okay,
can do
yeah.
is that you can maybe consider the today date. So that is how, because you will be getting it then right answer. Okay. So here
Yes.
what you can do is that just go to the next line. Okay. After or go to the next line.
Yeah.
And here just enter the 6 month old date. What is going to be the 6 month old date?
At June 2, like.
June 2, right? So you can just enter the June 2 and you can say the order date is okay. This is your second conditions. Yeah, order date must be greater than equals to, right? Not
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
but greater than equals to the logical comparison operator. Greater than equals to. Yeah, let's say greater than. Okay, or yeah, it's fine. Greater than
Okay.
equals to. Now this side you need to put the 6 month old date. Either you put it manually or you get it from this system date. That's only how you want to put it. So you can just say 2024-06 and kind of 02, right? So
Yeah.
this is not going to work as a dynamically, because this will,
Yeah.
for that you need to kind of get the right syntax. But for now we will be getting the right answers. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this is going to give you the results that you're expecting. Okay. Let's see. Now if you see, right, there are few customers who has purchased something, but the thing is that they have purchased. Now we need to see what is going on. Something is not correct here. We will need
Yeah,
to
left
kind
join,
of.
like we use left join. We use not join if it's, I think it's going to work.
So
These are
no,
the customers, like.
it's not about the join. We want to
Okay.
see the customer who has not purchased in the last 6 months. Okay, or has never purchased anything. So you can just change it to left join. We
Can
will
use,
see like. We will see where to change what is kind of causing this all the employee. Okay. So here
I
the
think if
thing
you
is
have
that we are
used
saying the order date
or
is greater than. We need to say
greater
order date
than,
is less than,
less than,
because
yeah.
yeah, because we are looking for the previous than this. Okay, that the earlier than
Okay.
this. So it is going to be kind
Yeah,
of less than. Now you'll be getting the right answer. Because the date is a kind of, the older is kind of less, right?
Yes.
So these are the customer. If you see this initial few customers, they even bought something in the kind of 2023 and 2024
Yes.
at the starting.
24.
So they are also
Yes.
not they are also being selected because they have not purchased in kind of in the last 6 months. Okay.
6 months. Yeah, sure.
Yes. So this is one of the way. Now we can kind of use a distinct to select the distinct customers if in case we want to select the distinct customers. Okay. Again,
Yeah.
for now you can just leave that. So this question is kind of solved. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go ahead and solve one more problem. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I want you to kind of just consider that you have an employee table. Okay.
Okay.
And from the employee table, you need to get the second highest salary. Okay. So just write the table name. Just maybe write the table
Yeah, I
syntax.
have your data in SQL, like in SQL, like for sure.
Okay. So you have the employee data.
Yeah, I have here.
Okay. So yeah. So
Is
here,
it
let's say
visible?
you want to get at the second highest salary using you can say using
Can you
simple
subquery or
subquery.
can?
Okay.
Yeah.
How you're going to get it? And you also have to explain. Okay.
Yeah, sure. See, this is the second highest salary.
Okay. So
Okay.
we can check.
In this query, yeah. Should I order in
Yeah, you
descending
can go
order?
ahead and explain. Yeah, you can go ahead and explain.
Yeah. In this query, first the subquery will be executed, like select maximum salary of EMP. Okay, if I execute this query, it will give you like 9649.75. And in the subquery, the result will be 9649.75. And again, this query, outer query will be executed. Select maximum salary as second highest salary from EMP, where salary is greater than this 9649.75, and it will give the second highest salary. And in this subquery, the value will be 964975, and I am asking the database to give the second maximum salary which is greater than this 9649.75.
Okay. So let's understand in a easy way. Okay. So first query is being
Yeah,
executed. That is
executed.
giving
Yeah,
us the maximum salary. Okay. Like let's say
yeah,
9649. Okay. Then what we are
495.
saying,
Yeah,
hey, get me all the salary which is less than 9649. So obviously we are ignoring that one. Whatever is left
yeah,
out,
yeah.
we are selecting all the salary, a kind of a series.
Yes,
Okay. From that series,
yes.
then we're using a max function. So max function is going to look for the bigger number.
You
So that is going to be kind of the second highest basically salary, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think this is what I kind of wanted to know.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, sure.
now one last problem, which again based on this data set, as you have this data sets. Okay, do you have a department? I don't think you have a department column here, right?
Department number is there.
Department number you have. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so let's write down the problem statement. Okay, so the problem is that we want to find out only those employee who has a salary which is more than which is more than their department average salary. Okay, so from every department we want to find out the employees who has a salary which is more than their department average salary, not the across companies average salary, but their department average salary.
Okay, okay.
Again, if you need some hint, so we need to use a correlated subquery to solve this problem, or you can use a window function.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
You can solve it using any approach which you feel comfortable. If you need to explain this problem, I can explain it again.
Yeah, yeah, I understood. Like, I need to the employees who is earning more salary than the average salary of their department. Like,
Yes, in their department. So any employee,
yeah,
not
yeah.
two, any employee who has a salary which is more than their department average salary, we need all those kind of employee. Okay.
Sure, sure.
First, you can maybe take one specific department and check what is the average salary. Let's say the department
Okay.
20. So what would be the average salary?
Yeah, this is the average salary.
So here, if you
20
see the
for
average
department.
salary, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you need any employee who has a salary which is more than
Greater
this
than the
in
salary.
their specific department, correct?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure. Like I can use like CT also, right?
Yeah, anything is fine. Okay, you can try from your end. If it's stuck, I will help.
Shit.
Why you're thinking that this is not working?
Yeah, I have to use this group by department number here. I'm using
See,
salary
first
as
of all, you
silencer,
have
right?
created a CTE where you have kind of
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the employee and their kind of average salary. Okay. First of all,
Yeah,
you're using employee number, then you're using department number, then you're
department
using
number,
average salary.
average
So
salary.
obviously
Yeah.
it is not going to work because for employee number, you would have all the distinct employee number.
Yeah,
So you cannot have average salary. For the average salary, either you can select the department and the average salary. For each department, you are going to do a group by the department, then you get the each department and their average salary, correct?
Yeah,
But here the point is that that will work. So you get each department and their average salary and you are storing in that in one table. Now next is basically you have one more table, which is the original table, which all the employees and their kind of department ID, okay, and their salary. Now what you need to find out is that first of all you need to do a join between your this main original table with the previous CTE. Based on what? Based on your kind of department ID. Okay. Once you do the join based on the department ID, then you can get that based on the department ID, you can get the average salary from the CTE. Once you get the average salary, then you can compare, hey, is your salary is more than kind of the average salary that we got from the your department's CTE? If yes, then you'll be selecting that employee. So if you're using CTE, that is going to be the approach that you will be using to solve it. So I'll help you to build a query. Okay. So first, you are saying that a CTE as a select instead of employee number, you need to delete that employee number. Okay. Let's go ahead and just keep department number and the average salary and selecting as this average salary. And you can just go ahead and say from this whatever the table. Okay. And group by kind of the department number. Okay. Close the, go to next line. Now first let's kind of see the data. Okay. So select everything from this CTE. Let's see if you are getting the output. Okay, when you are writing the complex query, it is better to see the output in every statement. Okay, so execute it. You see you are getting the average salary. See, now what you need to do is that you have one table. From that table, if you do a join with the department number, you can get easily access this average salary, isn't it? For every row, for every employee, you can join with this department number. You will be able to get their department average salary from this table. Okay, so go back to the previous query. Yeah, now. So here, what we will do is that instead of selecting what we will do, now we will be selecting everything from the employee. Okay. We'll select everything from employee and we will do a join. Okay. We'll do a join with this CTE. Okay. On what conditions? The condition is going to be same, which is department from the employee table equals department in the CTE, correct?
Yeah.
Now you will be having kind of each of this employee informations along with your their department informations, correct?
Numbers. Yeah.
Now what you need to find out
will
is
execute
that
this algorithm.
yes, what you need to find out, you can add a where condition after this. Go to next line.
Okay.
Where and here you can simply go ahead and say yes. Yes. So can you execute it? Can you verify it now? Yeah. So see the first employee Alan. So,
for Alan, normal salary is 8372.
Yes, and the average department salary is 5628. Correct.
Yeah.
So this is correct.
For
the second employee is also correct.
Yeah. Third one is correct. Fourth one is correct. Fifth one is correct. Yeah, everything is correct.
Yeah. So this is, I would say, if in case you want to solve this using the CT approach, okay, But
Okay.
if you want to solve it using window function, you could have do it in
Functions.
one line. You can do that. You can maybe do some research on it. Okay. You can also solve it using multiple different approach. So the correlated subquery approach also you could have used to solve it,
Yes.
but you would be getting the same results. Okay, because all what it matters is the result. If you're getting the same results, so that is totally fine. Okay, so I guess this is it, and you kind of did really well, and I would really appreciate for you to join because you have joined this call. Thank you so much for that, and definitely we'll catch up very soon. And if you have anything you want to ask, so you can go ahead and ask it directly to me.
Yeah, it was great, Nazir.
Thank you, and thank you. So this shows like again like how much you have learned in the my SQL workshop. So I guess
Yeah.
you did really well, and you have answered the theoretical concept very nicely. So the most important part is that if you have the theoretical understanding of the fundamentals, so you can build the logic, right? Even if you stuck somewhere, so the interviewer is definitely going to help you so that you can kind of keep on kind of continuing it. Even if you're doing a syntax error, that is still fine. Okay. So I would just suggest solve more problems. Okay. Try to also what I have noticed is that as soon as you get the problem, you are starting to writing the query to solving it. Okay. What I would recommend, don't rush. See, once you get the problem, try to understand the problem 2 to 3 times. If there is somebody taking the interview, you can also ask cross question as well. So I need to find out. So there's this whatever it is, basically based on the question, you can ask some cross questions. So to understand more about the problem. Okay. Then explore the data set. Then build logic. Okay, this is what I need to find out. So that means I don't have average salary for each of the departments. So that means I need to create using the department number. Now, if I just use the department number to get the average salary, I need to do a group by the department number, but I cannot do everything in one go. So that means I need to store this in one other table. I can use a CT approach or subquery. Yes. Now my data is stored in a table which only have two things: every department information and the average salary. Now I can do a join between this. So if you think this way, you would be able to solve the complex problem and build logics. Okay. Right. So first, even you can write it initially as well. Okay. So I would first do a group by and get this each department and this average salary. Then I'm going to store this in a CTE. Then I'm going to kind of join with my main table, and that's how I'm going to add a where conditions, and I will be kind of solving this problem. So even if you write down the logic at the starting, it is going to be very easy because in the middle you will not forget, okay, where to go now, because you know what is the next step, what is the previous step. Okay. So this is what I would recommend to use and solve more problems, apply for more positions, and keep on learning. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
In these 3 months, like,
yeah, go ahead.
Like, if I want to learn more about PLSQL, like, what are the topics you would suggest to me? Like?
Yes. So next, if in case you want to learn more about PLSQL, then I would suggest first learn the triggers. Okay. So in triggers, first understand the basic. I have created already a detailed video on the triggers. Try to first go through that video that explain everything with the basic examples. You would see the before triggers, after triggers. Okay. Try to understand when to use before triggers, when to use after triggers, why we use even triggers. Okay. What is the importance of triggers? First, you understand the logic, then it is going to be very easy to implement. If you learn one triggers, trust me, you can learn the second triggers. You just need to kind of play with the syntax a bit. Okay. So first learn the triggers. Then I would say learn kind of, give me 1 second.
Like recently when I attended an interview, like they asked me procedures, like
so then you learn the stored procedures. In the stored procedures, see how stored procedure is being used. Okay, to kind of reuse the code. We use the stored procedures, we store multiple codes together. That's right. We can add a parameters. So learn the stored procedures and create few stored procedures which can kind of solve multiple problems. Like maybe it could be DML functions which you can execute in these stored procedures. Let's say as soon as the sale is done, then after the sale, the stock is kind of reducing, or the sale table is increasing. Something like it. You can achieve it using stored procedures, where you need to kind of perform multiple transactions, right? Multiple query togethers. So now for that you need to follow some rules like variables. You need to kind of know parameters. Correct.
Like I know the basic understanding of PLSQL, like, but I want to practice more.
Yes, you need to practice. Once you create a few stored procedures, you would be kind of able to build logic. Then you can even go a little further. You can learn like user defined functions in SQL.
Yeah.
Okay. Most importantly, then you need to brush up the data modeling concept. Okay. So very important data modeling, how we model data, normalizations you can learn. Okay. Why we use normalizations and what impact it create, normalization, denormalizations. Then you can learn kind of star schemas and snowflake schemas. Okay. What kind of different things we can achieve with this two kind of different approach, when to use what. Okay. I guess all of this if you learn, and you just need to kind of keep on practicing and on the logic building. Okay. So that is what I would suggest you to kind of do further. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, that's it, no, sir.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for joining in, and thanks for spending time together. I will catch you in the maybe in the next meeting or something. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all the best, and I hope you give your 100% in the real interview as well, and you kind of crack your interview. Okay.
Sure, no, sir.
All right. Wish you the best. Take care. Bye bye. Bye.